Transfer Pricing BEPS Update course, Module 3, Intragroup Services and Cost Contribution Arrangements, Session 1, Introduction. In this course, we have already finalized our discussion on Module 1 and documentation and the fundamentals of transfer pricing. We have also finalized Module 2, which dealt with intangibles and the profit split method, and now we will look at Module 3. In our discussion of the 2015 final BEPS report on actions 8 to 10, we will now turn our focus on intragroup services and cost contribution arrangements. Now, with regard to intragroup services, which forms Chapter 7 of the OECD guidelines, the BEPS changes include an addition that was made to this chapter. The addition consists of a simplified approach that can be used in the context of low value adding services. So we will be focusing only on this addition, and we will discuss the identification of low value adding services as well as how to apply this simplified approach. With regards to cost contribution arrangements, the section included in the final BEPS report replaces Chapter 8 in the OECD guidelines. Now, with regard to cost contribution arrangements, the fundamental principles that was included and changed under Chapter 1 and Section D, dealing with risk and delineation, etc., filters into the new Chapter 8 on cost contribution arrangements. And one will see that the fundamental principles of cost contribution arrangements are severely affected by this integration. There are now very high risk areas related to cost contribution arrangements, especially in the instance where parties only contribute costs and no other functions and risks to a specific arrangement. But more on that as we discuss the detail. Module 3 will be dedicated to 3 topics. Firstly, this introduction. Secondly, a discussion on low value adding services covering 3 sessions, and then a discussion on cost contribution arrangements covering 14 sessions. So let's commence with Module 3. And what we will do first is just review the outline of our discussion of low value adding services and CCAs. So this next slide sets out the 18 sessions that is covered by this module. Firstly, the introduction session that we're busy with at the moment. Then secondly, sessions 2 to 4 that would cover the value adding services discussion. Session 2 dealing with the definition, and then sessions 3 and 4 dealing with the simplified determination. Session 5 to 18 will be dedicated to discussion of cost contribution arrangements. Firstly, we will look at the general principles under session 5 to 8. Then we will review the arm's length application under session 9 to 13. We will look at CCA changes, documentation and structuring under session 14 to 15. And then we will discuss the illustrations at the end of the chapter under session 16 to 18. This is the end of the introduction. In session 2, we will commence with our discussion on low value adding services, and we will first look at the definition.